Be doing reaction to the brand new, the brand new Film Theory video, and this one will be Film Theory. Why are tacos the perfect after party food? Hang on. Just putting my multiple phones away from on top of my Bluetooth keyboard. Anyway, without further ado, food theory. Why are tacos the perfect after party food? Let's see and find out. Why is tacos the perfect after party food? Let's find out. If you like the reaction, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell us what you want us to act next. And if you're new to Daily Builders, hit that bell icon also, let it be known in the comments down below if you're new to Daily Builders, and also let it be known in the comments down below, so we can welcome you to Daily Builders, and that's no cap as well. 3, 2, 1, let's see and find out what this will be about. And Lego.
What is the ultimate late night food? From eating experience to cultural significance to how well the food scientifically helps keep your good night from becoming a bad morning.
I just had Taco Bell a few hours ago. What I had, I didn't have any tacos, but I didn't know, but I was gonna go to Popeyes, but decided to go to Taco Bell because why not? I got the bell pepper chicken nuggets and the jalapeno honey mustard based hot sauce. So, look at
Today, I'm bringing along a
but that's no pepper.
Michelin star chef and 2 other guests to try classic late night foods to see which one will come out on top. Hello, Internet! Welcome to Food Theory, where we play with our food. And today is that,
Hey, that's true.
a bit more of a playful episode. See, you may have heard that cold open and immediately thought McDonald's or Taco Bell. And while not no, this episode isn't about them. This episode is a little more specific and near and dear to my heart. It may not be the most searchable or even what you're used to on this channel, but it's something I've truly wanted to explore for some time. I'm someone that's had some of the best nights of my life going out on the town with friends, making new friends, and ending up munching away on some late night food like we're the Avengers after defending New York from an army of aliens. It's one of my favorite things, too, to really get to know the city I'm living in at the time. It's a way to connect with the culture and experience all the different foods it has to offer. But I've always had the thought, are there any foods that are better than others to help with the, how can I put this in a classy way, altered state that we'd find ourselves in the late or early, depending on how you look at it, hours of the night? So today we're doing exactly that. We're going to explore different cuisines and rate them into different categories. First, the subjective late night experience ranking, and second, the more objective drunk biology ranking. Which one actually supports what your body needs? Both rankings use an SABCF scale, S being the best, and F being this food is actively trying to fight you like it's a drunk dude trying to prove something. And of course, we're gonna dive into the late night food experience of no other than the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California, exploring the cultural significance of the different foods and finding out exactly why this city is such a powerhouse in the late night food world. And like I mentioned, this hits a special place for me because, you see, I love going out. I love spending late nights in the city looking for food with my friends and, having a nice midnight meal or 2 in the morning meal. And it's just something that has always helped me connect to the cities that I live in, right? When you're there in the streets on a late night, seeing people stumble home or stumble for the nearest burger to eat, there's just something so special about that moment. And when you're surrounded by friends, it makes it even more special. And today, this episode is sort of a love letter to LA, where I lived for many, many years and have so many fond memories of late nights out. But before we get too far, let's talk about what alcohol actually does to your body before we dive into the food. You know that line you may hear in movies when the characters are at a bar, the bartender might finish polishing that glass and throw a dish rag over their right shoulder and lean on the bar asking, "What's your poison?" Well, that's actually a super accurate description of alcohol. It is a poison. It affects literally every part of your body. Your heart, your brain, your gut, your immune system, your liver, you name it.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, a lot. I don't know. Nope. Nope. Also, yeah, alcohol makes you do crazy stuff, but is that really true? Look at it this way. Just, do you, I mean, it's part of the reason, I guess, so yeah. But it has to do with a lack of self-controlness in people. Because you do have to have self-control to not be abusive on alcohol. If you want more than one glass of shot of alcohol, and that's no good. And with me, I have a lot of self-control. So when I drink it, I mean, yeah, it feels good. But do I get abusive? Do I cuss and yell at people? I mean, I do that anyway. But definitely does not have to do with alcohol. I have a lot of self-control, more self-control than people think. And yeah, people think that alcohol does that to you, but what people don't know or realize, alcohol doesn't affect people the way you think it does. That's no good.
But many of those are mainly long-term effects. What we're focusing on today are three major components. First, it increases fluid loss and disrupts hydration signals. Alcohol suppresses vasopressin, the hormone that helps you retain water, which leads to dehydration effects like thirst and electrolyte imbalance. It also interferes with normal blood sugar regulation because the liver prioritizes metabolizing alcohol. And lastly, alcohol irritates the stomach and slows digestion, meaning you're thirsty, shaky, queasy, and hungry all at once. Cool. Great design, Evolution. Love that. These three components are what
Hey, that's kinda true though. For some people, no good.
lead to that hangover the following day. So as we eat these foods, we'll be seeing just how well each one can combat these effects so that your morning isn't full of regrets. And yes, I did say we because I can't do all this eating by myself. I'm bringing along three friends that also know LA like the back of their hands to dive in and munch. Okay, so we're ready to get started, but before we do that, I am joined by my very special...
I know someone like the back of my hand, no give. Let you. Comment down below if you know who I'm talking about. Let you.
Special guest today. I'm not going to spend time introducing them when really they could do it better themselves. So, Chef
That's true.
Key, thank you for gracing us with your presence. For everyone out there, please let them know who you are and how honestly lucky I am that you're here, spending your time with me.
You're not that lucky. I'm very honored to be here. My name is Ki Kim. I'm a chef owner of Restaurant Ki in Little Tokyo. We just got our first Michelin star this year, and I just got a Young Chef Award by Michelin this year.
I'm sorry. I just have to say, I'm so happy that I didn't have to bake a cake for you. And I'm so happy that, I'm not really cooking for you because this would ruin my life. If I had, for the first time on this channel, I cook for a Michelin star chef.
Yeah.
they hate my cooking, I would have to quit life in general. Nicole,
It's very
thank you.
true.
Right?
I was saying, after that intro, like, who the heck are we? Hey guys, I am Nicole, the host and executive producer of People vs. Food, where we torture people with... No, we feed them delicious foods. Right, Jamie? No, torture's correct.
Yeah, I've been on the show.
If you guys have not seen it, you should check it out.
It'll be right here, probably.
Welcome to People vs. Food Songs.
Makes sense.
You and I are not going to be friends. It was horrible. Anyway, please introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Jamie.
And that's enough. Thank you. So, we're going I'm kidding.
I would just like to say I am Sanji's role model, and, you know, that's why I was invited today, so thank you.
It's true. I actually got into YouTube and started doing this whole thing all because of Jamie, who I met like a couple of months ago. Yes. Jamie. Clearly the person who has made me who I am. You can't physically see me rolling my eyes, but editor, please roll my eyes for me. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, that's just too far. Oh, God. Oh, and speaking of my torturous experience, please roll my eyes for me. Thank you. Oh, God, that's just too far. Oh, God. Oh, and speaking of my torturous experience on People vs. Food, Nicole decided to bring a little of the torture onto my
That's so.
channel.
We're talking about drunk food. You can't do that without a shot, right?
Kinda true.
What?
Wait.
What? Why?
And I know we're talking about Los Angeles stuff, but I brought a Chicago classic. Please, Nicole, not this.
I've been here for hours, and I don't understand where that came from.
Don't worry about it.
What is this?
We're doing a drunk episode. You have to start with some alcohol.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
Cheers.
It smells like my grandma's.
Hey, I mean, you do have to start with alcohol to make it a drunk episode, at least. No gambling.
Yep.
And she's been dead for years.
Don't think.
It tastes.
Start with some alcohol.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
Cheers.
It smells like my grandma's perfume.
Yep.
And she's been dead for years.
Don't think.
That's tough.
It tastes like my grandma's perfume too.
I don't think it's that bad, honestly.
What?
What? Oh, wait, no. It's kind of, now that my chest is warming up, this is kind of nice. That right there is Malort, a Chicago staple that has an origin which very much explains the taste.
It was a liquor that was made by a gentleman who'd smoked so much tobacco that he had lost his taste buds.
Makes
So
sense.
he wanted to create the
Nothing.
strongest liquor he could to make him feel something, make him feel alive.
Because feeling something is better than feeling nothing, I guess. Anyway, now that we
That kind of makes sense, but okay.
y'all drank straight up unleaded gasoline, time to dig into some food.
Think switching to T-Mobile's a whole complicated thing? Nah. It's easy. For a limited time, switch to T-Mobile's Better Value Plan. You can save over $1,000 a year versus Verizon and AT&T. Save on streaming, satellite, and more benefits that they leave out. It's better over here.
The most underrated skincare hack, that hydrated skin starts in the shower. I'm partnering with Olay to show you my core step for getting hydrated skin. Olay Ultra Moisture. After I lather it up and rinse in the shower, my skin already feels soft. I keep my routine simple and let this do the work. Using moisturizing body wash like this is the way I achieve that 24/7 visibly healthy and soft skin. Get back to the basics of hydrated skin. Shop Olay Ultra Moisture Body Wash today.
Los Angeles is known for its street tacos, largely due to the Mexican-American population that makes up roughly a third of the entire population of the county. Mexican culture is ingrained in LA, and it shines through the food. After coming to the US in the late 19th century, it wasn't until the mid-20th century that taco stands started exploding in popularity. The mobile setups allowed for extra fresh servings, something tacos greatly benefit from, but also were better suited to be more accessible to urban communities. Oh, fuck.
Lock in, man.
Shut up. It was a big mouthful of meat, okay?
Okay. So it was. Well, that's. Yeah. Let go.
Yeah, I heard it. It's great. The spicy sauce was fantastic. I'm gonna put this in the B tier, personally. B tier. Yeah. This is a B tier for me right now. Gotta stay safe.
I have a question. How does spice play into, like, the drunk motif versus like the hangover motif too.
Nicole brought up a great point here. Spice is an interesting component when drinking alcohol because it creates a sort of feedback loop. Alcohol lowers your interoceptive awareness, meaning your brain's ability to sense your internal workings. So it actually dulls the effect of capsaicin in the spice. But capsaicin helps turn things up a notch inside your body. That super hot pepper that would put you in agony for 10 minutes, you're only barely feeling it, so you decide to have more. Your brain isn't fully registering it, but your body sure is.
So for you, what stops it from being in the S tier? Because hitting the spot is important when it's late night.
I was waiting for the dirty joke to drop there.
Gosh, Nicole, I'm trying to be family friendly here. But hitting the
Yeah. How is that working?
spot is important when it's late night. Up top.
I'm not going to rate these. I want to rate the idea of street tacos. The best drunk street taco is when you are standing there, they give it to you piping hot, and you're trying to put it in your mouth with everything falling out. Like, that is
Okay.
the penultimate of street tacos. And for that, and for the culture that it brings to Los Angeles, and for the fact that, like, when it's been a late night, you feel hungry, but you probably shouldn't eat too much, the taco is kind of the perfect balance. So I'm agreeing with Chef in saying it's A tier.
Overall, I think I'm also gonna go A tier. It kind of hits everything you want without being too messy, without being too filling.
Everyone was being mighty generous in their subjective ranking. I was sticking to my guns with a B, though Nicole kept coming with good points.
But also the best thing about street tacos is they come with 2 tortillas.
It's true.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, that's kind of true.
that when you're supposed to take the second one off, so that when you spill all of it, you have a whole second tortilla.
Oh my God,
Or a whole
girl
second
culture,
taco.
let's go.
Why does everyone always gang up on me? With tacos getting
That's tough.
3 A's and only 1 B for me, it's safe to settle them in the A category. Now let's talk drunk biology, because tacos are accidentally one of the most perfect drunk foods ever invented. Like, I'm not saying street taco vendors were sitting there like, let's design a meal optimized for alcohol recovery, but also they kind of did. First, the tortillas. Tortillas are carbs, and carbs are huge here because alcohol messes with your body's energy system. Your liver gets busy dealing with the alcohol, and that can mess with normal blood sugar management. Having tortillas is like giving your body quick fuel. It's not sobering you up, it's just helping your body stop acting like it's running on fumes. Second, salt. Like I mentioned, alcohol makes you lose water and electrolytes. Studies show alcohol can increase how much you pee. You might be familiar with the phenomenon of breaking the seal, that once you go to the bathroom once, you'll be finding yourself in line every 5 minutes for the rest of the night. This is partially a myth. You're not actually magically breaking a seal that makes you pee more. But alcohol does affect hormones that normally help your body hold on to fluid. So
I mean, yeah. With some people, that's kind of true.
that salty seasoned meat, the salsa, even the salty little hit from onions and toppings, that's helping replenish the salts you lose and need. Third, protein and fat. The meat is doing 2 things. One, it helps you feel actually full and gives your body more real food to recover with. 2, it slows down how quickly alcohol gets absorbed and reduces the peak effect compared to drinking alcohol on an empty stomach. So, drunk biology ranking, tacos are pretty squarely in the S tier. They deliver carbs, sodium, and protein in manageable portions, while being one of the most flexible recovery meals you can get at 1
Okay, nice.
a.m. Next up, In-N-Out, a personal favorite and the place every person has an opinion about, both local and tourist. In-N-Out is deeply LA because it's built around car culture. It's late night food that assumes you're in a vehicle, probably with 3 friends yelling over each other and one person trying not to ejectocito their buddies so they can enjoy some peace and quiet. Now, I've
That's tough.
caught some flack in this company for my love of In-N-Out, but I swear it's because they just don't understand. Luckily, I'm joined by 3 locals that will clearly see what I see.
I have to ask now, how do you all feel about In-N-Out? Have you had In-N-Out across the board here? Am I alone in liking In-N-Out?
Yes.
What? All 3 of you?
Oh, I'm so happy we all agree on this one.
Unbelievable! Ugh, let's just
Okay.
hear them out.
I think many aspects, many components of In-N-Out is a little disappointing for me. 1, fries are not crispy. 2, it is very popular and there's so many people and there's always a wait. As a fast food joint, I think pace is something that's important to me. But I do appreciate the fact that, like I said, every item is customizable and they're very, very friendly. One thing I love about them is they use fresh ingredients.
Honestly, the fries are what do it. They're garbage. Fries at In-N-Out are some of the worst things ever made. For the burger and for the value of the burger, for the fresh ingredients, for the speed, good. Like, they do a really good job. Like, there is something about an In-N-Out burger that really fits well, and for that price point is great. The meat is forgettable. Now, taste it. The things you remember about an In-N-Out burger are not the meats. I used to get a grilled cheese because I realized that the meat was so forgettable, I didn't need it.
Oh my
So, do you
God.
wanna-
Oh, and I love the grilled at Starbucks, and that's no cap. The Starbucks grilled do taste good though.
What are you gonna say about that?
My world is kind of shattering right now because I'm like, now I'm trying to remember I know. Jamie, go. Just, oh man.
Sorry, dude. Yeah,
That's it. Also, In-N-Out. I mean, yeah. Never had In-N-Out, to be honest.
agree. The fries are really bad. You can get them well done.
Well done, yeah.
But even then, it's just, it tastes like chips.
If you've had In-N-Out, let me know what you think in the comments. But let's stop talking and get to eating, shall we?
Okay, but now taste it and tell me that the meat is like the thing that you're remembering from.
I know. Let's see.
First, like a good burger, you gotta have the meat.
Oh, that is so good.
I think I'm just hungry. This is really good.
See? There we go.
It's just so good. And look, is it the best burger you'll ever have? No. But for the price, cheaper than McDonald's these days? Unbeatable. You just can't compare it to something like Shake Shack.
Yeah. Okay. Honestly, we've been meaning to try Shake Shack, probably. But we have been meaning to try Steak and Shake and Raisin Cane's. Okay. But never got to that point yet, apparently.
Which is in another price range altogether. Though Nicole had another contender.
I bring a new contender into the playing field. Arby's.
Although, who's keeping Arby's in business? We did an episode on that. Check it out.
I mean, I had Arby's chicken sandwich before, and well, a buffalo chicken sandwich, and that was good. No cap.
Shameless plug. Meat carrots. New contender?
This is a very Los Angeles situation. Astro Burger.
Ah, I used to like you until you said that.
No.
Man, Chef Key came in here to fight. I appreciate it. Astro Burger is a whole other can of worms. So let's stick to In-N-Out and see our rankings.
When it comes to rankings, where would you put this?
I give this a B.
Okay.
Because I will say, like, I do think they have fresh ingredients. I think price point is really nice, especially when you're out at night. Because sometimes you kind of just want something cheap. And it does hit the spot.
That's true.
If you're really craving a burger, it's not like my go-to. But if it's there, I'll go for it.
I'm going to be your contrarian. Because I am also a California, Los Angeles born and raised child. And while I do not like their fries, I appreciate the convenience. I appreciate the cost.
Hey, you better not let yourself die. Get yourself some food. Late night drinks, whatever. Just don't let yourself die, and that's okay.
So, for that reason, for the drunk convenience, for the carb overload, for the fact that you actually aren't tasting the protein, but you are just getting hit in the face with a lot of carbs and bread and sauce, I'll give it an A for drunk food tier rating.
What? After all the you gave me? Okay, that's fair. So we have a B and an A. How are we feeling?
We were talking about LA and we were talking about late night culture. What's most inconvenient for me is if you ever go to any In-N-Out at 1 in the morning, there is a line. If they're even open that late, that is. I think by the time you get to the end of the line, you're already probably like not drunk anymore. I don't drink and drive, people. Please don't cancel me. I do appreciate the freshness and I do appreciate the honesty of this company, the nutrition value that it brings to the table. So I'm gonna give it a B+.
Proverbs 24:16.
Oh, what?
Whoa.
Yep. For those of you that didn't know, there are people that have lived here their entire lives and didn't know this. There are Bible verses on the bottom of the fry containers and the bottom of the cups on like the little rim around. So fun fact, a little trivia. So, man, I'm torn here because I know I hyped it up, but I think when I look at the practicality of it as a late night food, it's not really there. It's a place that I've always had dinner at because late night, you're not getting out of your car to eat inside. It's usually packed. I am gonna go with B tier, but like the bottom of B tier.
You know why you're going with B? It's because you're copying my answer.
Whoa.
Because I'm correct. And
Well, got to copy someone. I copied someone already. Look up.
I would just like to point out.
Whoa. I just went with my heart, all right? And it broke my heart to rate it so low. But let's take a look at it from a science angle. Biologically, In-N-Out is extremely effective because it hits the late night drunk repair triangle: carbs, salt, and fat/protein. Like I mentioned, carbs help stabilize blood sugar, salt replenishes what you're losing through alcohol-driven fluid loss, and fat/protein slow gastric emptying and digestion, which can blunt the speed at which alcohol moves into your bloodstream if you're still drinking or recently drank. But In-N-Out also has a major downside: heaviness. It's dense, rich, and if your stomach is already inflamed from alcohol, that much grease can mean bad news, especially because it can compound not just the indigestion, but also heartburn you can get from alcohol. You may have heard that greasy food can help sober you up, but that's just a myth. It's not like the tequila sees the burger and goes, "Oh no, my one weakness, lipids."
Yeah, that's true. You gotta be careful of those rumors.
If you're sitting there already nauseous and you drop a double animal style into your body, sometimes your stomach goes, "Absolutely not," and presses the ejectocito button. I know that's the second time I've said that, but I'm in the middle of my semi-annual Fast and Furious rewatch.
Ejectocito, cut!
Truly a masterpiece of our time. So, great. Subjective
Okay.
ranking, In-N-Out gets a B. Drunk Biology ranking will get Chef Key's ranking of a B+. It's strong and effective if your stomach can handle it, but it's not as universally safe as tacos.
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible. Nina can't code.
Interesting. Can it generate reports?
It can now.
So you're saying we can...
And effective if your stomach can handle it, but it's not as universally safe as tacos. Danger Dogs are bacon-wrapped hot dogs that are notorious in the LA late-night food scene. Originally from Mexico, most likely from Tijuana or Hermosillo, where they were originally in what was called a bolillo, a type of savory bread, they moved their way up to the US, started using the readily available American hot dog bread, and became a staple of street food. And one of the first LA street foods I had in my time in LA.
I'm a huge fan of these. Ever since I experienced my first Danger Dog in 2019, it's just become such a favorite of mine. And it always kind of sucks because, like, they're not always everywhere. It's not the easiest thing to find sometimes, depending on where you go out. I'm a huge fan, but would love to hear your experiences.
How drunk were you the first time you had a Danger Dog?
Extremely, actually, which is why I'm such a fan, because it felt like, oof,
Because
hit
you were
everything.
so drunk the first time you had it. Do you
Yeah.
feel like you're always chasing the dragon with them every time you have them ever since?
1000%.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's never been the same. I understand the feeling of like there's a hole inside of me. And it was like such a perfect night out. And they were right there, shining with the voices of angels.
Danger Dogs are never there when you want them, but they're always there when you need them.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I can't wait to dig in now. But how do you feel about it? Because you've been pretty opinionated so far, and I feel like the other shoe is about to drop here.
You want my real?
1000%.
My dad worked for the agricultural department, and so he did a lot of inspections. And he told me,
No, don't say it.
Okay, so I will add some context and flavor here. The reason they're called Danger Dogs is because of the lack of,
regulation.
regulation and the lack of concern for healthy ingredients and cleanliness. You're really in danger if you eat more than one of these.
So when I was coming up at my right 21, 22 age, there was a pretty big epidemic in Los Angeles where they were finding lots of traces of urine because people were going around and peeing in other people's hot dogs.
What?
Why?
Competitive.
Oh.
Now, that was way back when. Now I feel very comfortable eating them, and I love them.
Well, but now I'm wondering if that's what's missing from the first time I had it, just that little extra hit of urine. Oh man, okay.
Sorry, was that too much of a story?
No, that was great. I just now am thinking back at all the times that I've had it and never really thought about it.
Taste-wise, sans urine, Danger Dogs are delicious. Bacon, dog, grilled onions and peppers, condiments. It's savory, salty, fatty, smoky joy. And none of us could believe our ears when Chef Key told us his dark secret.
Key, you were telling me that this is not something you're familiar with.
This is actually my first time having one. I've heard of it. I've heard they're bacon-wrapped hot dogs. I haven't even seen one. Thanks for sharing the history
Sorry,
of it.
I'm
But I
so
feel-
sorry. I'm so sorry. That was from long ago.
I feel safe today, actually, because apparently Santi made these.
Oh, that's worse.
Listen, okay, first of all, I cooked them, but Claudia put them together. So if they don't like it, I'm going to blame Claudia.
Blaming a pregnant woman?
100%.
Oh God, please don't tell her I said that. Ah, God!
My question is, how accurate is this to the actual street dog?
It's a little cleaner. So when they make the street dog, they have like a little burner and then they just put like a sheet tray on top of it. So all of that bacon fat is like eking out. So they're cooking all of the peppers and the
I
onions
see.
in that.
That sounds great.
They like grill the bun on it too. When you get them outside the club, they're normally like bacon fat flavor bombs. This is like the nice, healthy, clean version.
I
of it.
see. Like, I haven't had that version, but if it tasted like this, I thought this was fantastic. So
Yeah.
Let's
Wow.
go! So I will say, just for clarity, everything was cooked in the bacon
rendered.
fat. So the sausages were made with bacon wrapped around, and then everything else was cooked in it, just to kind of keep that as much as possible. But again, I just can't seem to make anything.
if you open
disgusting.
a Danger Dog cart, I will go there every night.
You hear that? A Michelin star chef called my cooking fantastic. Top 5 moments of my culinary career, if you can call it that.
I think more than anything we've had so far, this just has the ease of eating. Unless you're Jamie over there, we'll do an instant replay of what happened over there.
Street dog.
To me, this is kind of the quintessential late night food. So I'm gonna give out my first S tier. Once again, there are street dogs in a lot of different cities. The LA dog with these specific toppings is what I think makes it S tier.
It's that bacon.
It's that bacon. And the grilled onions, the caramelization, the little slight crunch of the pepper, it just all really works together insanely well.
So I moved to LA from New York, and I'm pretty biased about how I take my hot dog. My usual fixings are sauerkraut and yellow mustard. So I also look down on this culture. I'm so sorry, LA. Please don't cancel me. Love you.
That's 3 times.
But
Yeah, okay.
Santi's version of Danger Dog, I'm gonna put it on S tier. But if I were to imagine a hot dog bun that is like toasted on bacon fat, I'll probably put it in C.
From S to C, this might be the most divisive one so far.
Danger Dogs are an LA institution. I agree. The perfect hangover late night, but also I still have my dad's story in the back of my head, so I gotta knock it down to an A.
Okay.
Because it'll never leave my head. It lives there rent free, and I'm so sorry, Danger Dog. I love you, but my dad ruined it.
Oh, come on, Nicole. A little pee never hurt
That's tough.
nobody. It's sterile, and some people like the taste. But fine, A tier for Nicole.
It really hurts me to say this, but I think I would also give this an S tier.
No takesies backsies.
The smell alone, it's so good. Literally just the smell
Okay.
alone is S tier.
They could bottle that as perfume.
I know.
I don't know if I want to smell like this.
I would want my partner to smell like this, so I
Okay. Must smell amazing then. Yeah.
can lick them.
Yeah, okay, maybe takesy that one backseat.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Claudia, for those of you that don't know, is anosmic and has never had a sense of smell. So, like, if I were to have this as a cologne on me, nobody would want to lick me. I would just smell like hot dog water. I'm
Damn. Well, yeah, that's true. Maybe takesy that backseat. Okay.
sure if she could smell, she would appreciate it and want to lick me.
You could put it on her and lick her.
And that's how babies are made.
Yeah, that's true. You can put it on your girlfriend if you want to lick your girlfriend. That's one way to get it spicy and sexy, no good.
Folks, moving on. So, great. Subjectively, with 2 S tiers, an A and a...
She would appreciate it and want to lick me.
You could put it on her and lick her.
And that's how babies are made, folks. Moving on. So, great. Subjectively, with 2 S tiers, an A and a C, Danger Dogs gently settle into the A+ tier. Peak LA late night made, folks. Moving on.
Claudia, for those of you that don't know, is anosmic and has never had a sense of smell. So, like, if I were to have this as a cologne on me, nobody would want to lick me. I would just smell like hot dog water.
Oh, you can put it on yourself.
I'm sure if she could smell, she would appreciate it
Hmm? There we go.
and want to lick me.
You could put it on her and lick her.
And that's how babies...
Or you can put it on yourself. Lick yourself. Or you can put it on yourself to lick.
These are made,
Yeah.
folks. Moving on. So, great. Subjectively, with 2 S tiers, an A...
Yeah, what I was saying, you can put it on yourself to get your girlfriend to lick you. It goes both ways.
And a C, danger dogs gently settle into the A+ tier. Peak LA late night vibe. Delicious and unforgettable for better or worse. Drunk biology ranking though, C+. When they aren't made by moi for a Michelin chef and you instead get them in a sketchy alley awaiting your Uber, you may not be getting the cleanest food item on the list, especially considering the amount of components that could become contaminated after sitting out for a long time. Effective nutrients, but the grease/nausea risk plus inconsistency and
Yeah, okay.
potential urine seasoning keeps it from being a reliable helper. And now, the final boss, Korean barbecue. KBBQ in LA is special. You're sitting down, grilling, sharing. It's communal recovery. And culturally, KBBQ is massive in LA because Koreatown is one of the most vibrant night neighborhoods in the city. Koreatown has an amazing history and an origin dating back to the early
has to be
20th century. But it wasn't until the Immigration Act of 1965, which basically changed who could immigrate to the U.S., that it became what it is today. It opened the door for a much larger number of immigrants from Asia, including thousands of Koreans. One of the
That's true.
most pivotal of those immigrants was Hee-Duck Lee. He immigrated to Los Angeles in 1968 and opened Olympic Market, stocking it with Korean products you couldn't easily get otherwise.
Okay.
And it popped off. It became a staple for the Korean community in LA, which at the time was around 10,000 people. But Lee didn't stop at one market. He had a bigger vision, an actual Korean center district. So he bought up about 5 blocks and built what became a shopping center called VIP Plaza, packed with Korean-owned businesses. And he didn't do it alone. He worked with city officials, property owners, and community groups to make it real. And that effort paid off in a big way. In 1980, Koreatown was officially recognized as a neighborhood in Los Angeles County, basically cementing it as the cultural and commercial hub it still is today. And despite not being a new thing by any stretch of the imagination, KBBQ has skyrocketed in popularity over the last 10 years. So naturally, I wanted to hear my guests' thoughts on the matter, even if they're
Okay.
a bit biased.
Once again, going down the line, what is y'all's experience with Korean barbecue, and also specifically as it comes to a late night dining adventure?
Well, I'm Korean American, so I mean, I kind of grew up eating this, but I will say, like, you are correct. I feel like it has gotten a lot more popular recently. I think it's a really nice late night food just because it's so social and you can, like, really get to have like nice talks and conversation because a lot of the times the tables are round and so you can see each other while you eat, share food.
Nicole?
Well, I was gonna say, one of my favorite things that Jamie's taught me, like, I don't consider this after you're drinking food. Anju.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you tend to drink while you eat this as well.
Like, this plus the beer is what gets me to the place that I need the late night food afterwards.
Definitely biased as well. I'm a first generation Korean immigrant from Korea. I remember moving to America for the first time 17 years ago, and nobody knew what Korean food was, and it's definitely perceived different way nowadays. And like you said, I think this is the type of food that brings a community together, brings friends together, family together, and I think that's such a important thing about LA. You know, what's different from LA, Korea, Seoul, and New York is that I think LA is way more community driven and love driven than those two other cities. This plays a role in that culture here.
LA's community focus really does bring a new aspect to KBBQ.
My literal biggest fear is smelling bad, and as a naturally sweaty girly, unfortunately, the winter does not save me from the sweaty scary. But Secret does, and that's why I'm so excited to be partnered with them to show you one of my must-have.
Okay.
Role in that culture here.
LA's community focus really does bring a new aspect to KBBQ's popularity. But with that, it's time to dig in. At least it was time for me to dig in. I tasked Chef Key with giving us a rundown of the food we were eating so I could stuff my face.
So bulgogi, the literal translation, there's two components. Bul means fire, gogi means meat. So usually when the meat is grilled, the bulgogi was a term for the ancient Korean barbecue. And then now, modern days, it translated it into marinated, sliced meat, then grilled at the table. So we have thinly sliced, marinated soy, sugar, some alliums and gingers and aromatics. And then we have the brisket, and then the squid.
And then what kind of banchan do we have?
But this is called 생채, made with Korean daikon radishes. This looks like yuchae-namu. They're seasoned with some kind of oil, usually sesame or perilla seed. This is what we call the 오뎅볶음, literally sauteed fish cake. And over here we have 장아찌. Looks like these are chayotes and some jalapenos, which is a soy fermented vegetable.
And rice.
And right.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of true.
That was my contribution.
Thanks, Dante.
Yeah, you know.
Biologically, Korean barbecue is the best real recovery meal on this list. It delivers high protein for satiety and repair. It delivers sodium and fluid, especially with the soups, which is helpful for the dehydration electrolyte angle. And because it's eaten slower and socially, it prevents you from inhaling 2,000 calories in 60 seconds like you might with a drive-through burger, or the 3 danger dogs you got as an impulse buy. Plus, fermented foods like kimchi may support gut function for some people. Now, to be clear, kimchi will not erase alcohol in your gut. It's not a magical hangover antidote. But as part of an overall meal that includes fiber, protein, and salt, it can be supportive, especially compared to a sugar bomb.
It's time to get to our scoring. Key, how do you feel?
I'm biased. I have to say S, otherwise SS.
Okay.
You know, the fact that we're able to choose our own journey, and we're having a version of it, but if you go to the restaurant, you're getting the fresh meat, you're grilling to your liking, you're choosing your own dipping sauce, you're getting a lot more vegetable as banchan on the table, so it's nutritious and delicious.
And listen, I'm not Korean. I am Japanese American, but I'm also 4th generation, so I'm way more American than I am Japanese. But that said, Korean food was still my go-to for late night always, so I'm going S tier too.
I think I also go S tier, probably a little bit biased, but also the reason I say that is I think there's something for everyone. I always take friends who haven't tried Korean food to K-barbecue as their introduction just because I feel like everyone can enjoy it, so S tier.
I'm going to round it off by being a little bit of a contrarian.
You're saying this in front of 2 Koreans, by the way, so.
Choose your words carefully.
Okay.
Please.
Listen, the only reason that I'm going to be a contrarian here is because of the late night experience. Usually, when you go for late night, like, you want something that has that ease of, like a street dog, walking down the street to your Uber, eating really quickly. But with something like this, it is a sit-down experience. You have to go, sit down, wait for it to come, and you have to eat it like a normal person, not just shoveling it in your face with your hands. So I think for me, as far as what, again, kind of drunk and neat
I mean, some foods, I mean, yeah, that's true. Okay.
created people are looking for, that kind of starts to bring it down a little bit.
Can I counterpoint?
Absolutely, please. This is what we're here for.
Because the best thing to aid when you're drunk, and what pretty much every hangover cure is, are things that aid in digestion. What aids in digestion? Slowing down. Eating slowly, not shoveling food in your mouth. So is this not the perfect?
You're right, but I'm a barbarian. That's the thing. That I am such a. You know what? You've changed my mind. You have changed my mind, and I think I'm gonna have to go with S tier too.
S tiers across the
Okay. Now, I eat slow. But I can eat kind of fast if I have to. Oh, very fast if I have to. Probably. But, nah, I'm gonna eat slow if I want to. You're gonna have to fucking have patience with me eating. If I want to eat slow. Oh, fast? It depends. And that's no good.
board give us our highest rated food of the night and a clear champion. Even if I did have my reservations on the ease of eating since it's much more of a sit-down experience. Nicole did bring up a good point. As for drunk biology ranking, it's also gotta be S tier. It's basically the closest thing to a hangover prevention meal, especially thanks to
Okay. Nice.
the protein, sodium, gut-helping banchan, and soup. That leaves us with KBBQ at the top of the subjective rankings, followed by Danger Dogs, Tacos, and In-N-Out at the very bottom, RIP. As for our drunk biology rankings, KBBQ still stands at the top, but this time accompanied by Street Tacos, followed by In-N-Out in the B tier, and Danger Dogs in the high C tier. Maybe a bit lower if they've been peed on. But before I let my hostages free, I had one final question to ask.
So before we go, I want to go down, starting with you, Key. What does food mean to you?
To me, it's a language that I speak. So it's an opportunity to be seen and heard to the consumer of my food. And it's a language that I study to kind of deliver the message that I want to deliver. And again, my mission is to make people happy through food, make people healthy through food.
It's so much more eloquent than me, Nicole.
No.
Please.
I was gonna say the whole reason that I got into food is because it's such a good storytelling vehicle. And at my core, I'm a storyteller. I'm a filmmaker, and like that's how I got into this industry. But what I love about food,
I did some food test videos on my YouTube channel, and that's okay. a few years ago. But maybe I will do it again, probably. But now I mostly do food review videos and stuff on TikTok. But I can do it on YouTube too. Maybe if you guys want me to, let me know.
Is that you can learn so much about history, you can learn so much about other people's culture, and you can share culture through something that everybody has to do. And the fact that your taste buds change every 7 years means that as you grow, you can always grow and experience and learn new things, which is what is so beautiful about food.
For me,
That's true.
I grew up moving around a lot. I lived in like 6 different countries, and food for me has always been something
6, 7? 6, 7. Okay.
that like helped me remember different places and different phases of my life. So for me, I think like food is really significant in that way, and also it's so easy to connect with other cultures through food.
But with that said, growing up abroad and having one culture and kind of being surrounded by a bunch of others, food is the universal constant, right? And it's what helps you connect to a place that you may not know. And whenever I move to a new city, my one goal is to have as much of the food of that place as possible, because that's really the best way that I feel that I can connect to the city itself. But at the end of the day, I just want to thank all of you for sharing this moment with me on a very special, honestly, this is the first time we've ever done this, so let me know in the comments below how you like this, and if you want to see more, what other city should I go to?
And fly us out.
And fly us out. It'll be the same crew. But thank you all for joining me. It's been a genuine pleasure. And always remember, that's just a theory. A food theory. Buen provecho.
Jamie just had like a starstruck moment.
Wow, that was kind of cool. That was kind of cool.
I know, Jamie. That was cool. And if you
Yeah.
want to see more cool, make sure to click the link on screen now. And as always, I'll see you next week.
Okay, so that will be the end of the reaction.
What is the ultimate
Nothing.
late night food? From eating experience to cultural significance to how well the food scientifically helps keep your good night from becoming a bad morning, today I'm bringing along a Michelin star chef and 2 other guests to try classic late night food to see which one will come out on top. Hello, Internet! Welcome to Food Theory, where we play with our food.
Okay, so if you like the reaction, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell us what you want us to react to next. And this will be the end of the reaction. So make sure to hit that bell icon so you can get notified whenever we upload personal love and daily and bold hours. Also, again, don't forget to let it be known in the comments down below if you're new and not to Daily and Bold Hours, so we can welcome you into Daily and Bold Hours. Also, if you would like us to do a Q&A video, so you can ask us questions, let us know as well. Until next time, Daily and Bold Hours, and we are out. Yee.